King, the man that will face Le Champion, Chris Jericho.
By the way, Le Champion will be on TNT's Inside the NBA, following Thursday night's NBA doubleheader here on TNT.
Shaq Kenny, EJ, and Charles.
They weren't going to have anything bubbly. Boy, what a week for this kid. I said this, I don't know, it doesn't look like he's even slept for a couple of days. I think he's troubled. I hope I'm wrong. Biggest match of his life. His brand new company, worldwide audience. And Tony Schiavone will talk more about that. Let's throw it right down to Tony Schiavone.
Okay. We are here in the great city of Charlotte, North Carolina. One of the great wrestling cities in the entire world, and also, I might add, the birthplace of Cody the American Nightmare. Cody, this Saturday at Full Gear, you and Chris Jericho for the AEW World title. But, and we've talked about this, I know you have an announcement that's weighing heavy on you right now. Please tell us all what that announcement is.
I'm not surprised. We're not surprised. The arrival of Chris Jericho with the Inner Circle, it's been blunt. Or to use a more apropos term, it's been strategic. They have taken a scalpel to the elite. But it's a short victory lap, men, and here is why. We were already looking for you. We looked within our own club at one point. We have searched all over the world for a card that we could put our names on and match up with Matt and Nick Jackson, with Kenny Omega, with Hangman Adam Page, with myself, hell, with my brother. So, we were looking and you found us. And November 9th, this Saturday, I find myself on the marquee with our AEW World Champion, Chris Jericho. Tony and I have talked about it. He knows what I'm about to announce, but before I do, humor me, I'm gonna go on a bit of a detour and rattle off a few names. Eddie Graham, Cowboy Bill Watts, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. All of them were titans in our business. They were the best bell to bell, and they were the best at the box office. And for those who saw them with their own eyes, those memories reverberate in their heart. It is a good feeling, it is positive. But for the cold and sterile historians of our business, there's an air of controversy that surrounds it. It's from the simple fact that those men were also, in addition to being competitors, they were management. Not unlike myself. And for the last year, I've told everybody, every podcast, every radio, every correspondent, I've shouted it off the rooftops how proud I am of AEW, how proud I am of the all-inclusive nature, of the schedule, of the pay, of the fact that we will listen. This is Ellis Island for a professional wrestler. This is freedom. So, when I hear the same criticism attached to my name for being management and being in a title match, I can't not hear it. And with that said, I am announcing that if I do not defeat If I do not defeat Chris Jericho at Full Gear, I will never challenge for the AEW World Championship again. Chris Jericho, that is a very big if. It's not an encumbrance. It's not an albatross that is going to sit on your chest and weigh you down. It is going to vanish. You've taken to calling my lot entitled millennials. You've called me an entitled millennial bitch. I neglected to read in your best-selling book, A Lion's Tale, which you can get on Amazon for $3 or at any flea market. I neglected to read about the upbringing you had that was so hard. You talked about my silver spoon. Gosh, it must have been so difficult being the upper-class son of a famous hockey player. It is almost like we shared the exact same silver spoon, you stupid dick. You've dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you. And you've surrounded yourself with impressionable youth. This isn't about my dad. This isn't about the dead, it's about the living. It's about my mother. It's about my sister. It's about my wife. It's about the 14 years it took me to go from undesirable to un-goddamn deniable. At Full Gear, I beat you. I become the world champion, and you fall back into your circle, your inner circle, and you let them know the ground should be rumbling between their feet because the elite are coming. And when the elite and the inner circle square off, it'll be a match beyond, and we are going to eat you alive.
Amazing passion. But what has this extremely talented young man done? The pressure he is now under. It's not just maybe win, he has to win.
This is a must-win situation for Cody on Saturday night. Full Gear on pay-per-view.
That was so emotional, the words from that young man, and quite frankly, there were times when I could close my eyes and feel the presence of the dream, the passion.
He was speaking from his heart. It was so clear that Cody believes that he will walk into Full Gear, defeat Chris Jericho, and walk out a champion.
On Saturday, November 9th,
Listen to this crowd!
will you be there live when AEW invades the Royal Farms Arena for their last pay-per-view event of the year, Full Gear?
Full Gear is going to be extraordinary.
Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega. Santana and Ortiz versus the Young Bucks. Cody versus Jericho for the AEW World Championship.
There's nothing like seeing AEW live.
Don't miss AEW Full Gear at the Royal Farms Arena. Tickets are on sale now and start at $30. Go to AEWTix.com and Ticketmaster.com.